surprise. There's only about 4 people that know this. But we're going to pass out our championship rings right now to the guys that are returning on this team. I'm going to walk this one to them because we would not be winning without what Colin Hartman is doing in this program. I promise you. And I'm proud of him, and we wouldn't win without you. Let's hear it for Colin Hartman again, please. The next one, you come to Indiana, you get yourself prepared for everything the rest of life. You learn to deal with scrutiny, you learn to deal with praise, you learn to deal with expectations, you learn to deal with adversity. And I've not met many people outside of Colin that have dealt with the adversity of injuries that the next young man has. And for as great a player as he is, all right, and for sometimes the criticism that he takes, I promise each and every one of you, I go to war with him every day. And I can't wait to coach him in a full year in his junior year, and that's James Blackman Jr. He's getting better and better, folks, and that's scary for the rest of the league. He's getting better and better. This next guy fits the profile of Indiana. All right, he fits the profile of coming in and being a part of something bigger than himself when people had no idea that he was capable of doing those things. I didn't even realize he was ranked 284th when we signed him. But at least he had a couple more scholarship offers than Victor Oladipo did. And someday he's going to be joining him, and that's OG Anunoby. Every one of the guys has got a much bigger role to play with when you lose people like Yogi and Troy and Max and Nick and everyone that was here, all right? And this guy has got an opportunity we wouldn't have won without him. And the difference that he makes it was very clear when he was in the game or when he was injured and how much we had to adjust without him. Seth Greenberg put it on him today and said he could be an absolute monster defensively, and I second that. But he's also one of the great guards in this country, one of the great guards in Indiana, and he's just getting started in his junior year, and that's Robert Johnson, Jr. Only guy I ever knew that was coming off the bench at the end of the game and had his own T-shirt made for him downtown. All right? It was illegal, so they had to stop selling them. But it's Priller time. Tim Priller. We love Tim. He is a great teammate. The next guy, it was like adding another player in January. James got hurt, which really hurt us, and it took us a bit to figure out how to play without him. With the emergence of Juwan and OG helped us a great deal. But this young man in practice, we took him after a microfracture surgery. The head coach at Indiana screwed up because he should have kept recruiting him, all right, when he was back in high school. And we took someone else, offered him a scholarship as a sophomore. But when he decided to leave Pittsburgh, to me, as long as he really wanted to be here and he was willing to work through that knee, because he could barely walk when he got here. And he worked and he worked and he worked, and he got into practice in January where he could go up and down the court, and he gave Yogi and Rob every bit of all they could handle every day. And the whole goal was to make practice as hard as it could possibly be for them when they were going against the great guards in the league. Now he's got an opportunity to become one of those himself. And I think you're going to love watching Josh Newkirk. my main guy, little Hercules. This guy works as hard as he can possibly work. He's getting stronger, he's getting better. He deals with it, he keeps coming, and he's learning how to be an excellent teammate, and I'm proud to have him, Quentin Taylor. If we're going to personify toughness and put a definition of it in the Indiana dictionary right now, this guy's picture goes next to it. All right, because we didn't have any idea how, we knew he was good and we knew he was tough. We didn't have any idea the level of toughness that he played with in high school. And he was extremely well coached, like so many of these guys have been, and his high school coach is here tonight, his high school staff is here. But Juwan Morgan was a key recruit for us, an absolute key recruit. He got better and better, all right, from his junior to senior year, because he got better and better between his junior and senior year. And in the AAU circuit, he was voted the most improved player in the EYBL circuit, which is the Nike circuit, and that's a tough circuit because a lot of great players have played on that level, including some of ours and recruits that we recruit, and it's a big-time deal. And he came here and he got better and better. And James got hurt, and we knew that we needed to do something different in our guard play, and we started working Juwan at the point guard 10, 12 minutes a day in practice for that what-if scenario, for that just maybe scenario. And all of a sudden, Robert got hurt, and that what-if became reality. And Juwan Morgan, along with playing any position that he needed to play, along with working extremely hard, kept dealing with his shoulder popping out. And he kept coming back. And I guarantee you, I don't know if I could have done it. I don't know if I could have had that level of toughness to keep coming back. But he's personified what loving your teammates is all about. And he personified what it means to get better and want to be out on that court. He was raised tough, he is tough. He's going to be a fantastic player in Indiana. We'd have never won this championship without Juwan Morgan. And last but not least, before we give him out to our staff, just enjoy him, because he's got one absolute infectious personality. He's one of the greatest young people I've ever been around. It's an honor to have him here. It's an honor to coach him here because he's humble and he loves Indiana. He absolutely loves Indiana, and he's honest with himself because he knows he needs to get better, and we're honest with him. We need him to be as good as we can possibly be. And when he said, that's why I'm here on that video, all right, this ring signifies another big reason why you're here. We'd have never won this championship without you last year.